Hey guys, how's it going? It's Steel. So today I'm going to be going over Capcom's recent blog post, Capcom Unity, and they're talking about the new patch that everybody's been waiting for. That's supposed to be dropping March. Who knows when March, but we'll see when that comes. We're going to assume. My hunch is it's probably this is going to be dropping uh, March the 22nd after final round. So the first Capcom Pro Tour event. Which is over the not this weekend, next weekend. So March, I think it is 18th to the 20th. I think it is. So I think on the 22nd, my hunch on the Tuesday they'll probably drop Alex, which is who you see here. Everyone's been waiting for this character. He's a grappler. He's like in your face type of character. He has good mid range game. But anyway, so let's dive into this. We're all waiting for this patch. It's your first DLC character here. We're all excited to play him and try him out and whatnot. So I know everyone's really hyped about Alex right now. So let's get through it. So here's Alex. You can I'll put the link to this down below in the description if you want to read it in detail. But I'm not going to go over everything about Alex. We're going to go through screenshots. So this looks like one of his critical art. Looks like he's planting Ryu right into the ground, kind of like Zangief. So that looks really cool. That's one of his command grabs. Definitely looks like a command grab. And this is just some of the art, how they're envisioning Alex to look. So as you can see, because this kind of looks like Alex from Third Strike with this tattoo, quote unquote scarred looking tattoo, and they've opted to give him suspenders instead. So this looks way better than this, I gotta say. I wish they would have kept this design and got rid of the suspender. So maybe this is his alternate costume, or his maybe this is his story. If they add his story, if he does have a story mode, maybe this is his story costume. That would be really awesome. I don't know. I think a lot of people are not gonna like the suspenders that much. But anyway, so this is pretty much how he looked back in Third Strike or Street Fighter 3. So V-Skill overhaul. So this again, it goes into details. You can read everything. I'm not going to go into details, guys, because at the end of the day, you can read it, but seeing it in action is two different things, right? But from my understanding, his V trigger works kind of like a focus attack in like Street Fighter 4. So that's pretty much what it is, at least from the description. Yeah, so more of his critical art. There he is planting Ryu into the ground again. Looks really cool. That'd be interesting to see how his full animation takes place between these two. So it looks really good. So let's get into the meat of it. So the update also comes with a slew of new modes and content, as well as bug fixes that are designed to improve the overall gameplay experience. Check out all the new modes and contact below. So this is the meat of the I'll say for Alex, this is the meat of the patch everyone's been waiting for. So they're introducing challenge modes finally. This is something that's been missing in the game for quite some time. So they're throwing it in there. So so here's some screenshots of it. Here's probably some of the trial mode here, teaching you on how to do basic combos and whatnot. So let's read it. So challenge mode. Demonstrations. Learn ins and outs of Street Fighter 5 through helpful demonstration tutorial content. Contains content for each of the 16 characters, as well as advanced gear towards players of all skill levels. So there's a beginner tutorials, and there's 12 lessons, and it covers like movement, normal attacks, special attacks, V system, throws, counter hits, chip, recoverable damage. So this is amazing. Like, I don't understand why they haven't added this. Like, this wasn't part of the game. We're off, like, right at the get-go. I mean, anyways. Intermediate tutorials, 11 sessions, covering projectiles, invincibility, frames, armor, and armor break, recovery, cross-up attacks, air, anti-air options, and advanced tutorials, 4 lessons covering backdashing, frame advantage, disadvantage, combo potential, and button priority, etc. Again, why didn't they have this when the game launched? There are a lot of new players that came into Street Fighter 5, and they have no idea what they're doing. I mean, like, obviously I put some guides out, but I only can teach so much. I'm teaching, Ryu is the basic fundamental character that you can try to learn what you learn from him and incorporate it to other characters. But at the end of the day, this is really good stuff. Now, this being said, this all sounds good. I wonder how they're going to execute it. Are they going to execute this really well and have a really good, full, fleshed out tutorial system? I don't know. It's yet to be seen, but it sounds good on paper. It sounds like they're really hitting everything that you need to learn about Street Fighter. So really looking forward to seeing this, and I'm probably most likely will be creating videos on this. Like, I mean, this is good stuff, and probably going through each of the components of each of the sections here, and breaking it down for you guys even further. Because I'm pretty sure what it's going to do is it's probably just going to throw text up on the screen, and you kind of have to read it and just follow the instructions. So what I'll do is I'll talk you guys through it, teach you guys how to go through it, and explain maybe a little bit more in depth each of the the sections of each of the the tutorials here, right? So character tutorial, 16 lessons covering each individual character. See, like, it covers all the characters. This is, again, why didn't they have this in the beginning? Anyways, let's move on. So trials, put your skills to the ultimate test with combo trials for all 16 characters, ranging from basic to pro combos. Completing trials will also earn you some fight money. So I get, this is very, familiar to a lot of people. If they play Street Fighter 4, they had they had trials builds in Street Fighter 4, but they had up to I think it was 24 trials. So it seems like it doesn't say how many is here, but I think from screenshots it showed 10 before. Obviously in Street Fighter 5, the amount of combos is a lot less than in Street Fighter 4. Everything's kind of like, not necessarily dumbed down, but kind of, we'll call it dumbed down, let's say. But again, this is really good. This teaches people their bread and butter combos, their basic combos and stuff like that. So this stuff should have been in the box out of the get-go. And, I think Capcom really dropped the ball here, and this is what everyone was asking for. But anyway, so really good patch. This is what everyone's been waiting for. So in-game shop, so they're finally introducing in-game shop. So no, it doesn't mention anything about colors. So fight money, expenditure, spend your hard-earned fight money to purchase extra game content, such as DLC characters and story modes. So there could be more, but as of right now, they're only saying DLC characters and story mode costumes. So I know everyone is up in arms about the survival mode. I'm kind of up in arms about the survival mode too. I mean, everyone understands the challenges of the survival mode and how they're putting the colors behind survival mode is really crappy. And to me, survival mode, they should have just made it so with a checkpoint system. I think this would have fixed a lot of things. If you completed if you completed easy levels 1 to 10 and you start normal, then it would start you at round 11. And you would just have to do 11 to 20. And if you complete normal, then when you do hard, you start at the round, not to 20, 30. And if you start hard, then you start at 31 and you have to do 31 to 50. So I think they should have implemented a checkpoint system. Doing hard and doing rounds 1 to 30 over again is just brutal, right? So I think a lot of people are having issues with it. I stopped. I've tried like maybe 4 times, I think, or 5 times, and the highest I've got was 45, and I've just given up. I like, what, forget it. Maybe Capcom will patch it one day, whatever. Color's a color. But people are expecting Capcom to throw it in here, and maybe you have to pay for it with real money. I don't think they'll do that because that'll be a big backlash, but who knows? So right now, no mention of colors in the game shop, but who knows what they'll do when the patch drops. So online rematch option. Salty from a close loss online, want revenge. Players can now play 2-3 set in ranked matches, provide both players accept the rematch. This is just they should have just made it 2-3 set like from the start. Asking somebody for a run back after they just won. Why would they run back? So say they won the game, the first game. It's kind of like, okay, here's your 55 league points. Here you go. Take my 55 league points and say I lost. And it's like, okay, I want to run back. I want to make this 2 out of 3. What's gonna make the guy say, okay, I'll replay you again? Like, it doesn't make sense. They'll just say, no, I don't want the run back. I'm gonna take my league points and run. I think that's what I would do. I read on Reddit, a lot of people, it's a big controversy on this. Some people say, I'll give the run back, no problem. But I would say majority of the people. So yeah, there's gonna be people out there that have no problems, accepting the rematch and doing it, because they don't have to wait for loading screens again. They get to automatically play right away. But I mean, if you're talking about league points, you got people rage quitting just to save their league points. You actually think that they're gonna actually ask for, they're gonna accept a 2 out of 3 set after they just won? I don't think so. So this is just it's I guess it's nice that they added it, and sure, you might be in the situation where out of the 10 times you've asked for a run back, you might get it twice. So I guess maybe it's nice for the option, but it just doesn't make sense. They should have just made it 2 or 3 set right off the get go, and that's it, right? Anyway, so this is kind of a weird but kind of good change. So I don't know how I feel about this. It's kind of weird. Battle Lounge finally 8-person lobbies complete with match spectating. And then so yes, everyone's been asking for this. 2-player lobbies just like horrible. Not horrible. It's great. You sit there. You don't have to sit through loading screens. You can best of 10, or I mean, no, winner take up to 10. You can do whatever you want, right? But 8-person lobbies is what everyone's been asking for, and with spectating. So that's they had to have that. Right? If they would have just put 8-person lobbies and people just sit in a menu screen without spectating, they would have got a lot of backlash now. So this is good. So this is everyone's been waiting for this, and then the rest is just bugs, right? So you like I said, go down below in the description. I have a link. I'll have a link to where this is posted, and you can read it. So, anyways, guys, just a little update on the finally, I mean, on the patch itself coming for March. And like I said, my hunch is March 22nd. A lot of people say March 30 seconds as a joke because they don't think it's going to come, but we'll see what happens. Oh, and I have a little treat. So a lot of people say Alex's hair kind of looks funny over here. And yeah, take a look at it. Got the McDonald's logo. Looks like, looks like a pack of French fries. So, everyone's complaining about Ken's hair looking like bananas. And now we got Alex here looking like a pack of French fries. So, anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed that one. That's pretty funny. Anyways, yeah, if you liked the video, drop a like down below. If any comments or suggestions, again, down below, I would definitely read those. And subscribe if you haven't. That really helps me a lot. Have a good one, guys. Take it easy.